A shockwave through Detroit, the attack on Skilla Baby. The city of Detroit was shaken on the evening of May 22, 2025. News began to spread like wildfire. A beloved figure, rapper Skilla Baby, had been targeted. His real name is Trayvon Gardner. He is only 26 years old. The incident happened around 7 p.m. The location was near 8 Mile and Centralia. This area is in Redford Township, a community bordering Detroit. The news sent immediate ripples of concern and disbelief through his fan base and the wider community. People struggled to understand why this happened. Skilla Baby is a name that resonates deeply within the Detroit music scene. He is also known far beyond its borders. His music often speaks to the realities of life. It also celebrates strength and resilience. The attack was not just an assault on an individual. It felt like an attack on a voice that many looked up to. The initial reports were chaotic. Information trickled out slowly. This only added to the anxiety of his fans and loved ones. Everyone waited for updates. They hoped for the best but feared the worst. The streets where he grew up were now the scene of a violent crime against him. The community held its breath. The attack on Skilla Baby was terrifyingly swift and brutal. It was a classic drive-by shooting. Reports indicate that Skilla Baby was driving his vehicle at the time. Suddenly, another vehicle approached. Gunfire erupted without warning. The assailants unleashed a hail of bullets. Their clear intention was to cause serious harm, or worse. The sheer number of shots fired was alarming. It painted a grim picture of the danger he faced. This was not a minor altercation. It was a determined assault. Sources close to the investigation and initial media reports stated that over 20 rounds were fired. Imagine the terror of that moment. The sound of gunfire shattering the evening calm. The feeling of being trapped in a vehicle under attack. Each bullet hole in his car told a story of a narrow escape from death. The perpetrators acted with extreme prejudice. They aimed to ensure their target was hit. This level of violence is shocking, even in a city that has seen its share of crime. The brazenness of firing so many shots in a public area is chilling. It shows a complete lack of regard for human life. The bullets ripped through the metal of Skilla Baby's car. They found their mark. He was struck multiple times. The chaos of the moment is hard to fully comprehend. 1 minute he was driving, the next his life was hanging in the balance. In the terrifying hail of over 20 bullets, Skilla Baby was hit 3 times. Each bullet wound carried the potential for a fatal outcome. The initial reports confirmed the severity of his injuries. He sustained gunshot wounds to his head, his back, and his leg. Despite the gravity of these injuries, early news brought a glimmer of hope. Skilla Baby was alive. He was reportedly alert when he reached the hospital. This news was a small comfort to his family, friends, and countless fans. They were anxiously awaiting updates. Being alert suggested that while seriously injured, his condition might be stable enough for doctors to begin treatment. He was rushed to a Detroit hospital. There, medical professionals immediately began working to assess and address his wounds. The skill and speed of the medical team would be crucial in the hours and days to follow. His survival itself felt like a miracle. The fact that he was struck 3 times and survived such an onslaught is a testament to his resilience. Or perhaps it was a matter of sheer luck. The bullets missed vital arteries or organs by mere millimeters. The recovery process, however, will undoubtedly be long and challenging. Gunshot wounds often require multiple surgeries. They necessitate extensive physical therapy. They also leave behind emotional scars that can be just as difficult to heal as the physical ones. For now, he is under close medical supervision. In the immediate chaos following the barrage of gunfire, Skilla Baby's ordeal was not yet over. After being struck multiple times, he understandably lost control of his vehicle. The car, already riddled with bullet holes, then crashed. It collided with a nearby building. This added another layer of trauma to the already horrific event. The impact of the crash could have caused further injuries. It compounded the danger he was already in. Fortunately, amidst this terrifying situation, a beacon of humanity emerged. A witness to the shooting and the subsequent crash did not stand idly by. This individual, whose identity has not been publicly released, acted quickly and bravely. Recognizing the severity of Skilla Baby's condition, this person made a critical decision. Instead of waiting for emergency services to navigate the scene, the witness took action. They managed to get Skilla Baby out of the wrecked vehicle. Then, they transported him directly to the hospital. This quick thinking likely saved precious minutes. In trauma situations, every second counts. This act of courage is a significant part of the story. Section 5. The Blue Siren's police investigation begins. Once the immediate danger had passed and Skilla Baby was on his way to the hospital, law enforcement descended upon the scene. Police officers from Redford Township and likely Detroit, given the proximity, responded to reports of a shooting. They also responded to reports of a car crash. Arriving at 8 Mile in Centralia, they found a scene that confirmed the violent nature of the incident. The area was cordoned off. It became an active crime scene. Investigators began the meticulous process of gathering evidence. They sought to piece together what exactly had transpired. Officers discovered the unoccupied vehicle that Skilla Baby had been driving. It was heavily damaged, not just from the crash into the building, but also from the numerous bullet holes. This provided immediate physical evidence of the drive-by shooting. Each bullet hole was a clue. The trajectory of the shots, the type of casings found, if any, would all be vital pieces of information. Detectives from the relevant departments were called in. They started canvassing the area for any other witnesses. They looked for security camera footage from nearby businesses or homes. Not Skilla. The news of Skilla Baby's shooting sent immediate shockwaves through his dedicated fan base. This was especially true for Black women, who form a significant and vocal part of his audience. Social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram quickly became forums for expressing disbelief, anger, and profound sadness. The sentiment was clear. This was not just an attack on a rapper, it was an attack on someone they felt a deep connection with, someone whose music had touched their lives. The outpouring of emotion was raw and powerful. It demonstrated the strong bond between Skilla Baby and his supporters. Many fans expressed their outrage in no uncertain terms. Comments flooded timelines. User @Destiniki tweeted, "The fact Skilla Baby got shot not sitting right with me." This simple statement captured the widespread feeling of unease and injustice. Another fan, @TreasureSakaya, wrote, "Shooting Skilla Baby is crazy. He seems like the purest soul ever. Y'all weird." This highlighted the perception of Skilla Baby as a genuinely good person. It made the violence against him seem even more senseless and cruel. These were not just casual listeners. These were people who felt they knew him through his music and persona. The calls for justice were swift and in some cases intense. Beyond the anger, there was an overwhelming wave of support and prayers for Skilla Baby's recovery. Hashtags like #PrayForSkillaBaby began trending. The voice of a generation's Skilla Baby's musical journey. Skilla Baby, born Trayvon Gardner, carved out his path in the competitive Detroit rap scene with a distinct style and relatable lyrical content. His ascent to wider fame gained significant traction around 2023. This was fueled by a string of successful releases and notable collaborations. One of his breakout hits, Gorgeous, captured the attention of many. It showcased his unique flow and his ability to create catchy, memorable tracks. Another key moment in his rise was his feature on fellow rapper Rob 49's popular song Mama. This collaboration exposed him to an even larger audience. It solidified his status as an artist to watch. What sets Skilla Baby apart from many listeners, particularly Black women, is the way he portrays them in his music. In a genre often criticized for misogynistic lyrics, Skilla Baby's songs frequently offer a more respectful and appreciative perspective. He often celebrates Black women. He highlights their strength, beauty, and resilience. This approach has resonated deeply. It has helped him build an incredibly loyal fan base among women who feel seen and valued by his music. They appreciate that he doesn't resort to derogatory terms or negative stereotypes. Instead, he uplifts them. This has been a cornerstone of his appeal. His music often delves into themes of street life, ambition, and overcoming adversity. However, it's his ability to balance these grittier narratives with moments of vulnerability and respect that has endeared him to so many. A disturbing pattern, previous threats, and lingering fears. The May 2025 shooting was not the first time Skilla Baby has been targeted. He was also shot in 2022. This history adds concern to the recent attack. It suggests a pattern of him being targeted. It raises questions about ongoing threats to his safety. Fans are deeply worried for his well-being. More than music, Skilla Baby's cultural significance. Skilla Baby's impact stretches far beyond music. He is a cultural icon, especially among Black women. His authenticity resonates deeply. Fans feel seen and appreciated. This bond transcends typical artist-fan relationships. His music celebrates and uplifts, a crucial aspect of his appeal.